video is to provide you with a short tutorial on how to activate your account. So if you've just received an It's Plain Sailing account and decided you want to activate it, the steps involved are, first of all, go to our home page and log into your account. What you'll see is a button across the top here called Activate. Click on the Activate button. The activation process is broken up into 3 steps, so you have to read and agree to the terms and conditions, step 1. Second step is you have to connect the Stripe account to your It's Plain Sailing account, and the third step is where you select how you would like to pay for the service. So first things first, you should review the terms and conditions, make sure you're comfortable with them, and if you're happy then you hit the I agree button. Which brings you to the second step. This is the most complicated step, and it involves either creating a new Stripe account or using one if you already have it. And what you're doing is you're creating the account and you're authorizing us to use it on your behalf. So in order to complete step 2, you have to click the blue button here on the right hand side, connect with Stripe. What that does is we get redirected to the Stripe account creation page, and you're presented with a long form. There is just one option to point out, that if, for example, you already have a Stripe account, well then you click the sign in button here, enter your Stripe username and password, and then you're brought directly to step 3, so you can skip the process here of filling out and creating a new account. So let's assume you don't have an existing Stripe account, so you have to go and fill out this form. There's a fair few fields, but go down through them. So you select your country, put in a website address for your organization if you have one, or if not, put in a Facebook page, fill that out. For business description, you can go through the various different options and maybe find something that suits. For example, under membership organization, there's a couple of options, more generic ones, non-business related, which may be of use. Describe what you sell or what you're going to do. If you're an organization, let's say you're a sports club and you're going to use it for entries, just explain that. For type of business, make sure you select individual and sole trader, because with that selected, it means you don't have to provide a company number or a VAT number. They become optional. If you don't select that, then you'll have problems, because if you're not actually a company with registration details. Then put in business address. If you're creating this account for some sort of maybe club use, then put in your own address here. Put in your phone number if you wish. Then start filling out the details. So put in your first name, last name, your contact number, date of birth, home address. You fill out something here that is you would like to appear on people's credit cards statements when they make a payment to you. So make sure that that's something suitable that conveys who you are, so that when somebody's looking through their credit card statement, they can see and link the payment back to you. If you have a phone number for this account, I would suggest putting in your own phone number here. If you're operating in a Euro country, select Euro. If you're in the UK, we'll then select pounds here. Select your bank country. You will need to put in your IBAN, and you will need to confirm that IBAN. Then, just for security reasons, the last thing you need is you have to provide an email address and a password for your Stripe account. So put in, by default, your It's Plain Sailing login email address will be pre-populated, but if you want to use a different one, you can. And then put in a password here that you would like to use. And then typically, if you use Authenticator app, which you may or may not be familiar with it, select that option. Otherwise, use SMS. What that means is that when you're logging into your Stripe dashboard, they will use an extra step of authentication where they'll send you a text message with a code. So let's assume if you do fill out all these fields, this button here at the bottom will become active, and when you click that button, a new Stripe account will be created, and It's Plain Sailing will be authorized to use that account on your behalf. So let's assume that you have done that. Well, then it'll bring you to step 3 automatically, and step 3 is simply where you select the payment plan that you want to choose. We used to have various different payment plans, however, we've simplified it now. So it's basically, depending on your country, it's 50 cent in this case. Is added on to the Stripe credit card handling fee. So final step in activation is to select that option, and when you have done that, your account is fully activated and you will be able to make and receive or set up events and receive payments online with people using their credit cards to pay you. There's one last thing in relation to your Stripe account. In your particular country, typically you have to provide, for anti-money laundering purposes, you have to provide a copy of an ID like a passport and some sort of address identification purpose like a utility bill. So you'll receive an email from Stripe asking you for that information, and please make sure that you fill it out, because Stripe will allow you to use your account for a limited period of time, but if they don't get that identification information, they will block your account until it is received. So they're the steps involved in activating your account. And also, I suppose we should also point out that there is an explanation of how to activate your account, and there's some information on how to fill out this form if you so wish. You can also read about that here under Help and Support Payments Stripe Registration. Okay, thank you.